All right. Welcome to my first stream. I decided to do this because my son, who is 11, just got monetized on his YouTube. And yesterday alone, he made more off streaming and donations than I made working a full day at my normal job. So, we're going to give this a shot. This is more of a test one today. I am working on a song for my buddy Clint Byron. Check him out. This song is called Camouflauge Princess. I won't play any of the vocals, and they're just scratch tracks. Change this gate just a little bit. Check, 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 check. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. There we go. All right, we're just going to give this a shot. So like I said, this song's called Camouflauge Princess. Started off with just a very basic work tape, and we threw it in Suno. And here's my thought with Suno. It's very good for generating ideas and sparking creativity. And I don't even mind using it. What I do have an issue with is taking the music it provided and then just recording a vocal over it and throwing that on Spotify. Feels like cheating. And it's just, I don't know. I used to think it was okay, but it just can't do what humans can do. So what we like to do is generate it in Suno, pull in the stems, and then recreate the stems. And I can show you kind of before and after, but recreate the stems with humans. And unless you're just a terrible producer, in my opinion, it sounds way better. Even if you're just using a bunch of virtual instruments, it still sounds better. Because as soon as you start getting the stems, you get a lot of artifacts and stuff like that. And then if you got to pitch it down, it just gets really wonky. So again, I like to use it just for ideas, even pulling in the stems, but go recreate the stems with your band. You're going to feel a lot more proud of your releases. That's just my 2 cents. So I'm just going to play it from the top here real quick, just to let you hear it. Ableton drum bus is so good. Just to compare, these were the Suno drums. So here's the Suno drums. how tinny they are? So we've got Modern Massive doing the drums. This was, I believe, Country Rocker's brother. And what I did, just get a little more punchy. Made a crush bus. I sent the main kick, main snare, and toms to it. Just so, and then I pulled the transients all the way back, all the sustains, so you're just getting the attack. You can kind of blend that in. Just kind of mix this in parallel. All right. So I can't solo without muting my mic here. So let's do this. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Okay. So here's another example of the guitars, like the Suno ones. They don't sound bad. You hear how like thin and like phasey they are just because there's multiple guitars in there? when it does the stem separation, it's just super thin and phasey. So me and my buddy Christian recorded the guitars the other night. And so these are the real guitars. So for these guitars, we're using, unfreeze this.